We negotiate almost every day, getting a friend to come to your event, convincing a coworker to back your idea, asking someone out. It's a skill that needs practice, and now there is a way to practice that in a low stakes environment. Persuade us. So, what you see on the screen is the application that we call Persuade. It is a social persuasion game powered by Mistral, where you're basically dropped into a group chat with a mission to convince everyone in the group chat to say yes before the clock runs out. In this case, the mission for you is to convince all the members in the group to go on a road trip to a hot spring with you. Every character and mission is freshly generated by an LLM, and characters show distinct personality, distinct resistance, distinct reasons to push back. No two games will be the same, and you as a player persuade with limited characters in a messaging app. And once you start the game, on the left you see who you're dealing with. Today I've got, in this case, Liam, who's an ex-co-founder of a startup and a gossipy coworker. And my mission, as I said before, is to convince them to come with me on a road trip to a hot spring. Let me show you this in action. So I initiate the conversation. You can take all the time you need to think about your approach. And then once you hit enter, the timer begins. So that once I send that in, I wait for the response. They say it's scattered showers, and then Daphne doesn't want to join. And as you saw in the chat, both of them are trying to push back. They have different reasons for it and real objections. And I have to adapt my next response. So now I'm back on the home screen, and this is where it gets really fun. Over here, if you flip to the YOLO mode, you could pick a model from Hugging Face Model Hub. So you see Quen, Llama, some Mistral, and any other Hugging Face model that you would like to try. But in this case, if you want to try another model, you bring your own API key and you find your own model from this link over here. But in this case, let me go back to my favorite Quen and start the game. What happens is, exactly like before, the game is set up, but then instead of you typing, the LLM plays the game for you. Typically, you would spend time reading all of this and even the mission clearly. But as you see, by the time you've read all of that, the game has got over. You could even continue to the next level, let the model play, or even export a GIF to share with your friends. Yeah, you can do the same exports and switching to new levels in the normal human mode as well. It's just that I prefer to show the YOLO mode because it's much faster in the demo. Every session, be it human or in YOLO mode, logs to the leaderboard, which lists all the top games. And you could even filter by human only scores and LLM only scores and see which models performed over time the best. The final UI trick is the classic mode over here. If you click on that, you see something changed, and if you go back to play mode, you will see that we're back to a classic messaging app. No changes to the gameplay. You could still play in human and YOLO, and that is my submission for the hackathon. So this is Persuade. Practice the skill nobody teaches you.